Kalima. Welcome. I decided to come on right now. I have everything prepped. I'm going to channel in this month's workout right here with you so you can see how I do it for my Shapeshifters membership. And I'm super excited. So I'm drinking my coffee, okay? Welcome. So my Shapeshifters membership officially starts October 1st. We're in September though. So this is September's. So I did choose a Callie card, and she's definitely going to be a huge part of September. Okay, Goddess Callie, and then I'll share the card with you in a minute, right before I channel. So what I do is I get a little thing like this and I write down all the days. Okay, so we have burn, focus, core, performance, and strength. And I create a theme. So September's theme is about effing perfectionism. Now I created these I think probably in December last year. So if I feel like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna do it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. And so it's gonna be about effing perfectionism and self-love on a completely different level. And this month is going to be all about my perfectionism training. If you haven't seen it, it is free. It is about an hour long, but it is potent and critical to know the wisdom in there, okay? And I'm also going to be talking about sacred contracts. What? Not sure yet. And the biggest theme, like the biggest month theme for me with intention is what if? What if? What if you did wake up at 4:44 every morning? What if you did work out 5 days a week for 20 minutes each? What if you could behave in your highest potential? What if? So having that mindset versus the vanity and the triggers and the doubt and things like that. So we're going to have that over here. So as soon as any of those things pop up, we come in with what if? What if? Okay? And so we don't even have to think about those things. The way we're going to move beyond them is by not thinking about them. So the second they pop up, what we get to do is we get to transition quickly. And so the goal of September is the possibilities. Possibilities when you say, what if? What could be possible? Okay? And then saying yes to self-love and self-care and letting go of old stories. So those are the goals. The body molding intention or the main target zones are going to be shoulders, internal organs around the solar plexus and the personal power, as well as the sacral, okay? then lowering body fat. The possibilities, and if you know Callie, she's got something to say about the weight, okay, today. And the focus is really about the feeling, not the look. The feeling, not the look. I can tell you, when I focus on my look, I don't show up. I really don't care. I really don't care. If I focus on what it is that I look like, that literally doesn't matter. I don't care. I might think that I care. My ego might tell me it's important, but it's not what's going to make me show up. It's all about, why would you do this? Because of how it makes you feel. Now, it's not about how it makes you feel before you do it, because that ain't ever good. It's about how you're going to feel when you show up afterwards. How you're going to feel when you show up multiple times. How you're going to feel when you show up when you don't want to show up. The feeling is what we are seeking. The feeling proud, the feeling strong, the feeling healthy. And so what happens for me is I get questioned and then I get defensive. Why do you gotta get a spray tan? Why do you gotta do your nails? It's like, yeah, why do I? I don't really care what I look like. It's not about that. It's about what I feel like when I take care of myself. So whatever that looks like to you to take care of yourself is what you get to focus on as well. So before I channel in the workouts, now when I say I'm going to channel in the workouts, I've spent years and years in the gym. And so I am channeling myself. I'm channeling my experiences. I'm channeling my knowing, which has created my genius because I've chose to show up in my desires, and that has always been to be healthy. I'm a splenic authority with my human design, and that just means I'm never going to not be healthy. It's innate in me, in the sense where my intuition will be like, we're going to actually go to the movie a half an hour later. Because my intuition knew that somewhere I was going to sit in that first movie, I would have gotten sick. I know it doesn't make sense, but knowing these things about yourself allows you to be more of you. So the message from Callie today is, I know she's may look vicious, but I haven't drawn very many cards out of this pack. I had it sit in the sun for a long time to cleanse. But this is the second time in a row that I drew this card. So this is what she has to say as we get into the channeling of the workouts. She devours a darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest places, the darkest spaces, relentless in her pursuit of the lost, despairing. No soul should ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those that believe in their own guilt their sin, their shame. Evoke her mighty tenderness, and she feasts upon the darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become lighter and free. And so as triggers come up, as doubt comes up, as the opposite of what if possibilities come up, we call in Callie. Okay? Guilt, shame, sin, conditioning. We just allow Callie to come in and take care of that. And we're going to be over here working on the what ifs, the light, the molding, the becoming, the being. Okay? So if these things are shoulders, internal organs, and lowering body fat, our first day is all about burn, baby, burn. Okay, we want to definitely do compound movements, multiple joint movements, and then on burn day we really want to tap into the burn, so we can feel in our body a fire. Feel in our body a fire, and this fire in our body represents how we should be feeling about our desires, digging deep to finding the desire of the burning sensation. Like, I have a burning desire, and this is what it feels like in my body. Okay? We need that in order to show up to whatever it is that we want to show up in an appropriate way. So last month I did a bunch of deadlifts. We want to work the booty as well. I'm feeling that I'm just, my number one, squat, curl, press. The reason why this is just, it's coming up for me. Okay, so I'm going to do it, Brooke. The reason why I like to do a squat, curl, press is because we're doing multiple joint movements. We're going up and we're going down, and we're working literally from head to toe. And what that's going to do right away is it's going to start to allow you to get to that runner's high before you're even 4 minutes into the workout. Most of the time, in order to get a runner's high, a lot of times it takes 20 minutes. Well, we're done with our workout by 20 minutes. We've already been in a runner's high. And that runner's high, that high levels of VO2 in your body is what's going to get you in shape. It's what's going to be amazing for your heart, but it's also what's going to be what is going to create a 20-minute workout into, let's say, a 90-minute workout. You will burn and burn and burn for hours after it, like literally 24 hours. But then, okay, so then how I set it up is we go into the next day, the focus day. I look at what we did on burn day. What can we focus on today that's still going to allow us to be working that day one? So now we're still burning from day one when we go into day two. Now, we're not in pain. We're not releasing cortisol or stress or anything on the body at this point. We're just up leveling and emphasizing. And then we go into core. And core day is like the day that we astral travel and we don't think. Okay? And so then, and even though it is trying on the body, it's usually going to be a different area of the body that hasn't quite been hit enough on day one and day two. Then we have day three. And then however you feel on day four, which is performance day, you're going to show up. Like an athlete, you're going to show up. Some days are good, some days are not, or Olympian. Okay? It doesn't matter. What it's going to take is your performance. You showing up. And then we get to go into the next day, which is strength day. And that is all about the resistance. Is it just going to top them all off altogether, resistance, and how we can focus on the feeling of resistance in our body, how it feels to surrender, release. It hurts, release. It's also the Kundalini concept too. It's like, and then surrender. So we also pay attention to focusing on surrender that day. So that is what I'm going to share with you. Then I will write in the comments what it is that I channeled, because it's taking me a little while to be here, walk through my body, my muscles, my blood, the experience itself. And so there's multiple things that go on while I channel these workouts. And I don't want this video to be any longer, but I will let you know what the workouts are for next month. And then October's theme will be out. Definitely October's theme is all about really upping the ante. Before you go into winter months, you're going to get even freaking higher level. Plus, my birthday is November 1st, so September and October are always pretty intense months for me. Not for a look, but I want to make sure I'm feeling fucking amazing, like I did everything I could. Not perfect. And that's why I have the theme of making sure I'm not trying to be perfect this month, having that focus. So getting into a routine of this, so then when the winter months come, you are not trying to get started. You're going to try in December. Nope. And then what happens is you're eating, hi honey, you're eating candy and sugar about mid-October. And then until the end of January, you are stuck in a vicious cycle of trying to get off of the sugar and the junk food. And then it's a lot harder. So